And today we have a special event co-sponsored by the Reischauer Center, and we're happy that Professor Ingrid is here with us to welcome Professor Keiji Yano from Ritstumeikan University, who's my colleague as a professor of GIS and geography. He's also a specialist in digital humanities projects, how to take historical materials from anything from historical paintings and prints and digitize them, make them available for research, as well as he now has a big project to do historical maps of Japan, which is going to tail into the upcoming International Cartographic Association conference being held in Tokyo, I believe, in 2019. You're all welcome to go. Meanwhile, thank you very much for coming, Professor Yano, and carry on.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank CGA and the Reischauer Institute of Japanese Studies for giving the opportunity to talk about Vitrtual Kyoto and some updated study and also my ongoing research today. So, firstly, I would like to show my background. So basically, I'm a human geographer, and now I'm at Ritstumeikan University, and also I'm leading course at CSIS, the Center for Spatial Information Science at the University of Tokyo, and also professor at disaster research in Kyoto University. And just finished my appointment with the president of the GIS Association of Japan. So this association this year, 25 memorial years. So next 2 months, I organize some ceremony, 25 year ceremony. So, but you know, Harvard level years and 15 years celebration last year. So anyway, my background is basically human geography and the GIS and GIS science. So, firstly, I would like to introduce our research center, Art Research Center at Ritstumeikan University. So, Art Research Center founded 1998, and basically digitalization of Japanese art and cultures. So, my mission is involving the GIS. So, especially 2002, from 2002, we have the foundation from Ministry of Education, 5-year research project, 21st Century COE Center of Excellence. And after that, following the another 5-year big research foundation from Global COE. So totally we have the 10 years big research project. So the first one is the Kyoto Art Entertainment Innovation Research, and the second one is the Digital Humanities Center for Japanese art and culture. After that, now we created a graduate program of Digital Humanities for art and culture, belonging to graduate school letters. Also, from 2014, we start a joint usage and research center financed by Ministry of Education for this time the 6-year project. So anyway, a little bit quite not little bit, but we got research fund, and also just my research. Kaken with NSF Fund, National Science Foundation, starting from just a 4-year project, data humanities, evolution of data humanities using history. This is my current graph. So just from this April we started. So Virtual Kyoto basically the integration of data content of Japanese culture, 4D GIS with time dimension. 4D means we created a 3D city model with time dimension. So we use the 4D GIS. So this is the basic platform to put dataized Japanese art and culture contents into Virtual Kyoto web system. So today, basically, I would like to introduce Virtual Kyoto project and after future of Virtual Kyoto. So this slide shows conceptual diagram of Virtual Kyoto. Here is a 4D GIS of Kyoto area. So starting from the Heian era, from the around the late 8th centuries. So this is the time dimension. And also, Art Research Center so far created many kind of dataization of Japanese art and culture, including the tangible and intangible culture assets like this. So, Virtual Kyoto concept, we would like to put these data content into the Virtual Kyoto city model. So basically, this is shown, and this is a fast 3D model. So this technology is almost 13 monthly years of very old technology. And so at that time we created more detailed model, so almost 10 years ago. So now we extended this software using the cutting-edge technology. So 2002 in Japan, we had new technology of LiDAR data using the radar scanning from the Cessna. At that time, just point in cover, almost 2 or 3 meters. But now, almost maybe 20 centimeter resolution. So very high point cloud data available now. So, for example, Google using the oblique photo, creating the 3D model like this. So, several years ago, we tried to use a mobile mapping system. This is a car. Here is a laser scanning system. So, we captured the front cloud of the street landscape like this. So, quite big data with this. And every point has X, Y, Z location and also RGB information. So, quite recently, also we use a drone. So, we use photo scan software. It's very easy to create a 3D model like this. So, now we try to using this cutting edge technology for creating the our Virtual Kyoto. So, almost 10 years ago, still we providing the Virtual Kyoto website. So, if you Google Virtual Kyoto, you can find this one. But this one is just Internet Explorer. So this is our Virtual Kyoto website, just on Internet Explorer. And but we can change the time for example, this is go back to almost 600 years ago, Edo era, and keeping the same viewpoint like this. So also go back to 1,200 years here era like this. This is a fly-through mode, and also we had a walk-through mode. And this is a walk-through mode like this one. Have you ever been to Kyoto? So I guess you remember this like this one. So we can change also time. Almost 100 years ago. So at that time we have the front line. So this is a web technology. So we can interact. We can interact with it. Also, for example, we can enter. Here is a theater, and have theater like this. So, and also, you can find some icons. So, just click here. So, we have another content.
That's wave file.
This is a character animation. So another coin created is this one. So so many contents already into the virtual Kyoto. So for so you can find another content. For example, let's show here. So Art Research Center is a major database of woodprint, ETOA. So already we have all the world, maybe 300,000 ETOA database already we have. And this created my colleague, Professor Akama Sensei. And also, maybe I will touch on later. This is photo database, Dr. Mutaka Hondo's old photos. So already we created 50,000 database on web. And this photo is very important because Professor Kondo adding records, date and location for each photo for 50,000 megas. So we following these data, we created a WebGIS of these photos. Also, my second part of my talk, I will talking about holding screen of holding screen Vitrtual globe. This is a paint, bird's eye view paint like this one. It's very very fine art. That early Edo era. This one is this one is Aruchimo no Yama era. But we had at the moment 200, almost 200 holding screen. This type of holding screen in the world. So this is the concept of virtual Kyoto project. Now, this is just 10 years ago. Now, we created another technology. For example, do you know ArcGIS Online? So we use ArcGIS Online. So some 3D model content we put into the ArcGIS Online using the engine. So now it's open to public, so you can easily use it. But it will take a little bit of time to data. Have you ever been to use the city engine? Several years ago, I think the ESRI over the company. So this is also a very nice web technology. Sometimes we use city engine. So this is the city engine platform. So this is the button hand like this. So we can move it. And also we can change the time. So right side is a present situation. We can change the time like this. And also put to display like this. So also some rendering, and shade. So we can change the season. Now it's September. Time. This is delay and date. So it's very quite easy. And also we put here, up here some information about the location. Okay. And also we use Urban Viewer. Urban Viewer is some software. Not open. Sorry. So this is Urban Viewer. So we created a very, very detailed 3D model using the Urban Viewer like this. For example, show some movie at the Gion festival. So this is all the time, and, but we can change the current situation. So also now we can try to convert to web, but we have just Urban Viewer for Internet Explorer. So this is this software created by a Japanese CG company. So I now ask them to new one. So for example, this is, do you remember here? It's very important course in Kyoto area. Here is Sanjo Street and Sanjo Teramachi Street. Very important street. So this float is quite a new one because this float we call Funeboko or Funeboko. This one is by lab 1864. So, but 2 years ago, revival to this one. So, but this is the oldest route of festival. But now they can't. If the float can go through the this road for arcade. Okay. So, and also my colleague using the Unity. Unity is CG software. So this is a Kyo-machiyas CG, Nagaki resident. So we can easily change the rendering and time and season. So this is the summertime. So that's why it's very quite detailed one. So using the gaming device. So it's very new technology. So, and also my colleague, this is sound. Also, we have some project. This one is data virtual museum project. So this is a Gion festival. So my information colleague created animation. We record the sound and also the motion of every star when the roll and also playing the sound. So this is a big project we have. So, so far, just we're talking about the current situation. But if we restore the past urban landscape, we need another information, geospatial information about Kyoto. So actually, we use all topographic maps, and picture maps, and aerial photo and landscape picture, and all field, and painting, document, and also memories. So this time just one example. This one is old film about the Gion Festival, 1928. So from this film, we can understand the landscape at that time. So, and also we use many kind of material of Kyoto. So this is old area photos, for example. So if we use the GIS technology, we can identify the Japanese old wood house, townhouse material from the area photo. So this is the oldest area photo in Kyoto area, 1927. This is the oldest one. So my student identified the shape of each house, old house. So we can create a Kyo-machiyas spatial distribution like this one. So if we use these just data, we can create a 3D transition like this. So this is the time change of our landscape. So anyway, so far we have many kinds of geospatial data of Kyoto. So basically, first one is the maps and pictures. Another one is statistical data. So population census data and all of that. So now, late 2000, we have a new research area, Digital Humanities, and also now spatial term of humanities. So we call Geo-humanities, spatial humanities, like this one. So, for example, the Association of American Geographers, it's the very biggest geographers association, last year journal, Geo-humanities journal. So also, of course, historical CGA, and China historical. So here is a Japanese GIS, historical GIS. So just my students. So please, and please handle. This one is a bilingual one. So you can read it. So from now, I'm moving about modern Kyoto base maps. So far, we created GIS data based on the paper maps, modern era. And now I'm thinking about wondering, very happy to these content, these maps, modern maps, into a world map. So, I hope we have just 1 month. I stay here, so I like to try. So this is the population change in Kyoto area. So sorry, this is the household, and this one household, and this one is the population after modern era. And this is Kyoto city area. So this area expansion of Kyoto city area like this. So modern era, Kyoto is more became biggest. So this situation we can see is through the we can see this situation through the maps. Just around here, you jump something down here. So somebody asked me what happened here. So this is just around here is just first Japanese population census, 1920. So statistical method changing. So just drop it. I understand. So this is the old topographic map, and the first topographic map of Japan. So we call temporal map, Kasei's, we call this one. So you can see the black area, built up area, just the white area, just the field, and the field and so. So after maybe a couple decades, you know, expanded some city area like this. So this let's show and Heian era city area like this. So and also Edo era, just this area. This is just inside of Odoi. Do you know Odoi? Odoi is earthworks for protecting the fraud and defense from that side. So Mr. Hideyoshi created some wall along this line. So we call within this area Rakuchu, and outside we call Rakugai. So later I mentioned Rakuchu, Rakugai is holding screen. So Rakuchu is the main area of Kyoto City at that time. So this is the expansion of Kyoto City area. So you can see the succession of built up area like this one. So now in Kyoto we have 1.4 million people belong to the current population census. So already we created some maps. So firstly, this one is a cadastral map, a very large scale one. So 357 paper sheet maps. So we created a GIS data based on this sheet map. And also this cadastral mapping has some records of each lot. So land lot, so land price and name. So we can create owner's name maps like this one. So I guess there are almost 20,000 lots in the area. So it is very important maps at that time. So we created. It takes almost 2 years to the utilization of these maps and this register records. So according following the this database, we can create a price map at that time. So this is the Teramachi Street. I mentioned Sanjo Teramachi close. Here is a very high land price area. So and also Shijo Street. But Kawaramachi Main Street is not so high. because at that time not the expansion. So it's very old, 1912 at that time. So this is the land use map. This is very important because we created a vectorization of GIS from this raster data. Also, it takes a long time to create it. And this here is a Kyoto City planning map. So first planning map in 1922, and the scale is here in this one. The scale is 1 to 3,000. So also this is very interesting urban planning map. So basically four times size we have for these maps. And also we try to create a vector map of this planning map, all of the planning map like this. So actually GIS vectorization is very time and labor consuming. So, but it's very important for spatial analysis. So next one is large scale maps. This is just discovered 2000. So quite recently we realized we have so large scale map at that time. So also almost 2 years. It takes two years for creating the GIS data. So and also this is already we have the map in the web. So maybe I show you that. So this is a overlay map, modern Kyoto overlay map, and this date of March. You visit this site, and one difficulty is content folder is different. So Kyoto City government and sometimes the Kyoto Prefecture Library and archives, and also National Institute. So I need I need get the permission of using this data. This is very important and also it's very hard work for us. So anyway, now this one is available. So for example, just one, we can select 4 maps. Just show Kyoto Prefecture Library and archive maps. So this is a very large scale map. So still this map has a mystery because we don't know how created this map, and also how adding the color and the name on this map. So still mystery. So just but we know this map published should be 1927. We estimate. So also adding information almost after World War II. So it's very interesting because red shows business enterprise, and also green show resident. And this 2 circle means second floor, 2 stories, housing, and so on. So it is very important for research at that time. So I would like to put this map to world map at the Harvard University, hopefully. And just skip this one. So, and this is another project. Already I mentioned about this one. So, first upon those photos. So, if you visit this website, this is a WebGIS. We have several search engines. three search engines. This time, just I show almost 50,000 photos. So my student identified the location of XY of each photo. This is the city center. It takes some time because not good web technology, but searching is searching. So, for example, we put check out here. So we can find some photo of this location. So this is some metadata. So this photo, the range of this photo, just not only Kyoto area, only Japan, and including the Korea, because before World War II. So it's very important record. So from still maybe 20 minutes. Okay, and this one, the first one is some collaborate research. Interdisciplinary spatial humanities research. This time is, for example, historian, modern historian. So historian find some old public document after World War II. So just a list of occupied house and office and captured by art. So, so basically historian has a list, no maps. So, but that public document including the geospatial data, address data. So we try to create a map using the geocoordinate. So green shows occupied house, and also yellow shows occupied office, and red show captured by. So after mapping of this situation, historian can understand this situation because car accident basically I'm here. So at that time, upper officer living occupied very nice Western style detached house. So basically the main office city center. So lunch time, also they go back to Japan to have lunch. So every day, 2 times commute upper officer. So at that time, sometimes car accident, and also this area is I'm sure red zone. Red zone is going to many bar and so after drinking, maybe occur some accident. So just we overlay large scale map, so we can see, we can identify the exact location of occupied house and office at that time. So this old map is very helpful for identifying the location of these occupied houses. And the second one is this one is overlay map of at the Heian era. So this map is created by Kyoto City government. So, but they just provide paper map. So we asked by Kyoto City government, please create a GIS system. So we created. Also, this one is started from this year. So this is so if you zoom in, this is a paper 2D map, but this place name show some buildings at Heian era 1000.
Keiji, can I ask you to take your hand off of the thing a little bit? It makes people dizzy. It makes me dizzy with that thing bouncing around all the time.
Okay, sorry. And here is Ishibumi. This pin shows the Ishibumi stairs, memorial stone. So there are 1,600 points. So if you click here, and jump to website for each stone memorial. So we have already have 1,500 points. And also this one is archaeological site. Let's show archaeological site. And also if we click this point, we can jump to reports of this archaeological site. But this one is a PDF file, quite big one. So this is the Kyoto City Archaeological Research Center provide this report. And also, do you know web scrapping? Web scrapping. This one is I'll show you. We can retrieve the information from another website. So in the web technology. So already we have almost 2,000 another website, so including the naming information. So we can retrieve that data. For example, this is from memory, and Sakamoto. Sakamoto Ryoma is a very famous person at Meiji era. For example, we click here. This is a very nice Japanese renso system. For example, we use description of that memorial stone. So we find another information. This one is a book and document and some recommending the material. So this is provided by National Institute of Information, Japanese one. So we have some collaborate with it. For example, this one book information about that stone. Very nice system study of Japanese history. So I use just this sentence for searching of this. So this is another website, not in this GIS website. Okay, just we have 10 or 15 minutes. So this is the final story about Ritstumeikan folding screen. So already I mentioned about the Ritstumeikan to handle the folding screen in the world. For example, Boston Museum and Fine Arts and also Metropolitan Museum has very nice folding screen. So folding means we enjoy folding screen like this one. So including the many detailed custom and buildings and some festival at that time. For example, this is a national treasure of Funakibon screen. So, for example, this is a free viewer software from the G3. This is just a database. We zoom in like this one. So just the face, the 5 millimeters. It's very, very fine art like this. So this is a very high resolution image data. Already we have some detailed image data from museums. And also we created a very detailed data image by ourselves. So Vitrtual in this area. So we created a portal site of Vitrtual already created. So if you visit this website at Research Center, you can see some image. Also, this one is national treasure. So, my idea, we like to compare the several on screen, as well as maps, current maps, and also old maps. So now we created a web comparing the system. So this is the portal site. We created a portal site. So this is the type of comparing system. So, but now this is the schema of this system. So we have georeference in all the maps and also current maps, as well as non-georeference in all the maps. So we combine these material on the one screen like this. So far, we collected 2 old maps and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 folding screen. We had a very high resolution in this data that we have. So firstly, we identify the landmark of each folding screen using GIS. For example, this is landmarks, exact location of landmarks of Vitrtual. So this is the Odori I mentioned before. So here is Vitrtual, and outside is Rakugai. So we use this time old maps, and here is this map owned by Kyoto University library. So, but here is no not georeference. And actually quite big map. So we created a georeference. So this is the size of this paper maps. So also we put the landmark location like this. So basically we use the ArcGIS or identify the location, but this is a temporal location because this folding screen has no georeference. So just we have the database of each the location XY of each landmark. So first we identify the landmarks of each on screen. So sometimes this is the plot of Gion Festival at that time. So also we identify the location of each plot. So this is using leaflet. We created a comparing system. I'll show you. So this comparing system has selecting the holding screen and maps. We have 4 displays like this. So and also already we have identified the location of landmarks like this. So we can synchronize the screen and the scaling the movement for display, and adding the some type of explanation. So, for example, this is one temple, from the each screen fold like this. So we would like to compare of each landmark using this system. So, for example, this time I tried the flag even and also Seigan Montevideo and Vitrtual and Kyoto University version like this. So, for example, we click here and we zoom in, for example, Rokkakudo area like this. So we can synchronize the like this. So we can change the content. So this system for very effective for research or natural data for researcher. And next one is also we created a Google Maps version. Google Maps API also very useful. Just to display. For example, and fold map. So, for example, we zoom in the Rokkakudo area. So, so Google Maps API, we can use, street view. Street view shows the current Rokkakudo situation like this. So we can compare this using this system. So past and present situation like this. So now we like to open this. Okay. And finally, basically we would like to promote digital humanity using GIS and GIS science, history, GIS, spatial humanity, and digital humanities. And also, we would like to have variety kind of geospatial data extending, already I showed you. So we have technical know-how for data analysis, mapping, is making the geospatial data, include the paper mass and the photo. So in order to collect the geospatial data, and then we have to collaborate with the museum, local government, as well as CGA, Walmart, Harvard, Hypermap. So Rex mentioned, so 2019 we organized the International Cartographic Congress in Tokyo in July. So please enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Keiji and I first met in I don't remember the order, 2 occasions. He and his colleagues were here showing us some of the earlier versions of portions of this technology about 3 or 4 years ago in the spring. And I also had a chance to present our Japan disaster archive to you and your colleagues at Ritstumeikan. But this is the first time that I've gotten this fuller picture of all the different geolocated resources that you're able to pull in. I mean, it's a lot to absorb at once. There's so many things going on. I guess one of the questions I have is, there's an aspect of this that's sort of, wow, that's cool. It's sort of just to sort of get an experience. You can go there, and then that's sort of GIS tourism, I guess, which is fun. And you can do it with, you can show this to students and try to get them excited, or anybody really. And then there's the aspects of it where researchers will learn things that they didn't already know by having access to these tools and these particular resources. And so the first half of, or portion of the presentation was more on the, wow, this is cool. And the second was giving us, I think, some half of the talk was more examples of particular resources, whether they were the photos from the 30s to the 50s, or some of these screens at the end that could allow scholars to generate new new insights, perhaps. But what's your sense of who are the users at present of what you're putting up, and what are they seeking to understand better, or that would not be possible to understand by just going to Kondo's photo collection and looking at it? Or, you know, some of it, occasionally, this is true of a lot of social science, seems like a lot of work to tell us the obvious, that the land prices were higher in the most densely populated commercial districts is vividly shown, but nobody's going to be surprised. So what are some of the things that people can learn from this in your experience so far that might have been surprising?
Yeah, actually, just today, just reporting, we showed about showcase, just a showcase of the Kyoto project. But actually, we have some several academic papers using this material.
Mm-hmm.
So far, for example, you know, occupied office and housing.
Right, that was interesting.
Contents. Already we have 2 or 3 papers with historian.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at that time, for example, one of the examples of using our academic research about using Spatial Kyoto. So that is historian like to know more details of occupied situation. For example, after creating the occupied house mapping, we conducted several interviews of owner, present owner, which house occupied at that time. So we get some more detailed story. How did you provide the occupied house to the army at that time? So also we have some research. For example, at that time, Kyoto prefectural government, before coming army, some pick up the house, or I mean the list of occupied house. So, but official records we know have the after occupied house. But we understand the process how to occupy house using the list of data. So, and more academical research, we can do that. But just we start for providing the more general, more another people, another research field people. So if when we provide these data for using the web technology, so many other research area researcher contact me using this data, and also we have do some collaborative research with them. So another case, for example, urban history of urban planning of Kyoto. So some planning professor would like to know how to Kyoto city government expand city area at the modern era. But they have no data, just data for understanding the expansion of Kyoto city area almost 100 years ago. So, but we can provide detailed data on large scale level. So, recently we have several papers about that. So, digital humanities and also geo-humanities research, quite interdisciplinary research. So, firstly, we should provide data, material, maps for public, including the other research areas. So after that, we can do collaborate with them. So I hope Vitrtual Kyoto is some platform for providing the data which nobody seen before. So this is my.
Are there any other questions?
I have one. Yeah. First of all, it's a wonderful project, so thank you for coming and showing it to us. I noticed that you've got 3D scenes that have been created in different platforms.
Yeah.
Do you have a way of storing those assets in a single repository so that the assets developed of historic 3D buildings models can be reused and combined in one single large temporal model?
Yes, and actually, depends on the situation. But, 3D model is very heavy if we created a more complicated 3D model. But I think it depends on the purpose. So if we would like to use all Kyoto city area, so we use a light 3D model. But some street and some small area, for example, Gion festival area, we created a very, very detailed 3D model. So in the case, we use another platform. But light 3D model and the heavy 3D model is basically different.
Yes.
So we created a 3D, heavy 3D model, not use light model, so different. So, and that is considered more effective for creating.
So the light 3D model may be appropriate for storing in a GIS database.
Yeah.
But the heavy 3D model is perhaps in some other type of a system.
Yeah. And for example, Unity, but recently, City Engine has a new version. City Engine new version. We can handle in the heavy 3D model sometimes. So combine. So now we try to use the City Engine, but the City Engine is very useful for convert to another types of 3D data. Sometimes we created a 3D building model using 3D Max and also another software. So, but we can import these 3D models, light and heavy, into City Engine. But web-based City Engine is quite difficult. Still difficult on adjacent light. We can't use a web-based City Engine adjacent light at the moment. But near future, hopefully, the situation should change.
Thank you.
I think Paul's question might have been getting a little bit of interoperability between data systems where you generate the data once and can use it multiple times. Just a thought related to that is, are you thinking about data formats and their compatibility into the future? Mm-hmm. So having a archive format for TIFF images, for rasters, that's pretty straightforward. TIFF is pretty standard. Yeah. But for 3D data, how might one think about ensuring that all the work that went into these 3D models could be usable without completely rebuilding it in 5 years?
Yes.
10 years.
I mentioned, photo scan system. So it's very light. And also, we use the oblique photo 3D material. It's quite easy. We can create 3D models. So that is one possibility. So it's the same data format. And another one is point cloud system. And point cloud is also very nice data storage system. So for also visualizing. So not we need not solid 3D model. Just we can use cloud point for visualization. So and actually my colleague at Faculty of Information Science, they are handling the point cloud data, XYZ and pi, and for visualizing, storing the visualization system, they created software by themselves. So I have one is oblique photo system, and another one is a point cloud system. So, but basically, I'm very familiar with ArcGIS. So ArcGIS basically can handle cloud point at the moment, but not so good. It's quite heavy to handle the point cloud in ArcGIS. So for the near future, we will have more effective software for visualizing point cloud data.
So it's about 20 past, and I think I hope everybody has some ideas about how to approach Virtual Kyoto and ask to collaborate. Thank you all for coming, and please come again to our future